All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, it's Stidham. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
30 base. Hey, wahoo!
In your face.
Mike 5-4.
From midfield now, here's Stidham. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Sanu. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. On the draw, it's White. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the set. Block 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. What? Screen.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Bell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
54, right there, 54. Red 80! Red 80! 54! Mike 54! Ain't no such thing as a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stidham on 2nd down. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now it's Stidham. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Stidham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From a yard out, for the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
What we got? What we got? 49, check 49, check 49. Red
80. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Bell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line. 80. Under 10. 10.
They'll run it with Bell. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Smooth. 51, Mike 51. Watch the contact.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I'm going back to you. Greystone, grab it. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Bell. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check. Check motion.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Motion. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you. Yo, lady. Check 9.
And they are going for it. Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quinnen Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and now it's 3rd down. Stidham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. A screen to Bell. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Hey, high 7.
I got one. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Hey, man, 80 all day. I'm coming after you. Right there.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Get him. Motion.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Fight 51. Young lady. She runs. Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Go, son. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Darnold looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a dump off to White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Stidham. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. They'll start the drive with a give to White. A beautiful fake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stidham will throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold down to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
First down, here's White. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Now Stidham on second down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they take a knee. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Pats, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win.